Phil Mackey here, Nate Sandell, 1500ESPN.com. Twins drop the first game of a four-game set to the Tigers tonight, 6-2, and Justin Verlander was really the story. Verlander comes in, plows out the Twins, and if you go back to the beginning of 2010, Verlander now has a 1.59 ERA against the Twins in his last 5 starts. Not really shocking. I think if you look at the schedule and you look at the way this series was mapped out, the Twins were probably huge underdogs regardless in Game 1 with Verlander pitching. Tommy was the guy who came in with the best numbers off Verlander, 7 home runs and 57 plate appearances, but Verlander really made him look silly tonight.
And that really was the key to this game, because in the second inning, Verlander's facing Tommy, and he goes 7 straight fastballs against Tommy, and then he threw a 98-mile-an-hour fastball early on, and it just made Tommy look silly. And Verlander said after the game that he didn't mean to go to that fast of a pitch that early in the game, but he said he decided later on to kind of rear it back. That wasn't the case in the 6th inning when he faced Tommy again, and went after him once again with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
But that's interesting because Verlander talked openly tonight, and we don't get to cover Verlander on a regular basis, so we watch him on TV. He talked openly about how he waits on that fastball, so he won't unleash the fastball till later in the game. That's what he said, basically, right?
Exactly. He said that he really was making a conscious effort to really scale back his pitches, and that was the case until Tommy at bat later on.
Yeah, and then Tommy gets down 0-2 later on, and he drops the breaking ball over. I mean, Tommy, for a guy who came in with an OPS around 1100, he hasn't had much success recently. Now the Twins, I think you look at the next 3 games in the series and you look at the big picture, there's still only a handful of games back at this point. The offense is going to get a jolt now with Jason Kubel coming back. You've got Ben Revere, who's slumping a little bit at the top of the order, so once things kind of come together, you got Kubel coming back in the lineup, Denard Span maybe a week away or so. Ideally the Twins could move Revere down to the bottom of the order, and he's probably better suited as a number 9 hitter. But if you get Span and Kubel back here, with Kubel back this weekend, Span maybe back next week, those are the 2 hottest hitters you had the early part of the year. So we'll see what the Twins can do against the Tigers, and then a tough road trip coming up against Texas. He's Nate Sandell. I'm Phil Mackey. Keep an eye on 1500ESPN.com for more Twins coverage.